Gesicki at the bottom of the screen. Joe taking off. Oh, he's got a ton of room. Might take it all the way. Inside the 10. Burrow to the pylon. He's in for the touchdown. Everybody to the left. Burrow takes off to the right.
Burrow is just outthinking him. Look at all the pressure. He knew it was going to come from this direction. One guy here and nothing the rest of the way there. Man coverage. You're going to see everybody chasing a person down the field. And who would have ever imagined? It's the legs of Joe Burrow.
Burrow escaping. There's room to run. He's going to throw it downfield. It's caught by Yosivash. On the sideline, Andre Yosivash.
To it. Shotgun. Burrow. Deep drop. Looking. Chase is covered. Burrow will fire anyway, and he's got him! Touchdown! Bengals!
We have barely played 8 minutes. Burrow. Pocket collapses. Burrow stumbling and just masterfully gets it to Higgins. Just otherworldly from Burrow.
Off the ground when he threw the pass.
And from the pocket, Burrow now stepping back, trying to find some breathing room, and it's still alive as he throws, and it's caught by Higgins. What a sensational play by victories.
Burrow. Step up. Deliver. Touchdown. Jamar Chase. Bengals take the lead.
Championship is essentially over.
3rd and 22. Rush is coming. Burrow weaves through. Buys time. Burrow will chuck it at the last moment to Gesicki. Fantastic. First down. Gesicki asking the crowd, are you not entertained?
Watch from the left side. Josh Sweat with the initial pressure. But when you go back to the offseason, Joe Burrow talked about he spent the entire offseason not just building up his body, adding 10 to 15. 7.
Still didn't get him. Oh my goodness, how did he get away?
Chance. Now reaches out and he's going to have the first down.
There's no way. The one he did earlier today, we saw to do that right there again. I mean, he's fully sacked, and this isn't just nobody. This is Chris Jones. He's big.
And now he's going to get him for sure, right?
Yeah. Just that subtleness. He has that little sixth sense.
Up against Benford. Burrow throws back that way. Touchdown. Gesicki came loose. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown of the year.
That quarterback thing go. The 39, Burrow with some space trying to escape, then throws complete. T. Higgins on the sideline to the 20-yard line to tie this game on this drive. Here comes the pressure with Derwin James. Burrow got away. Flag down downfield. Pass caught. Chase Brown on the run. Stays alive. Right around the 40.
They're down in 9. Fields has time. Looking deep. Not there. Bernard chasing him. Fields eludes him. Fields is going to take off. Fields has room to run. He's got the first down into Houston territory and out of bounds.
3rd down, 8 to go. Fields pressured immediately. Athleticism escapes that one. Fields, are you kidding me? Has the first down and scoots up.
Jones LeBlanc at the left tackle. Time for Fields. Now he'll accelerate to get the first down and break tackles, and he's off to the races. Oh, he got a terrific block down there by Mooney. He's in for 6.
And shoving people around.
Fields, oh, what a move to move past Nixon. And Justin Fields ahead of the field and gone. What a run.
One, he's going to try to get to the edge. The edge is taken away, and now Fields reverses field, and he's got plenty of room. Justin Fields sprinting, makes a cut, another cut, all the way to the end zone.
Holy smokes. Cheat code stuff right there.
Fake one way, Fields stumbling, trying to cut it back. Justin Fields making magic happen. There goes Fields. Touchdown!
Double-digit sack season. Fields moves in the pocket and gets away. Justin Fields takes off, turns a sack into a big gain and a first down. Justin Fields, otherworldly, stays in, steps out at the 9.
They send pressure. Mayfield evades. In trouble. Stiff arm. Throws. Oh, it's caught! How did he do it? It's a first down!
I mean, one arm.
Holding. Defense, number 33. 5-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
It's one of the best plays I've seen all year.
That's one of the best plays I've ever seen a quarterback make. And what a catch by Rachaad White. Just, they're dealing with so many adversities, the Bucs. They got their bye week next week.
Of course, he's got Sterling Shepard out there, his old college teammate. But he's not going to have a chance. Oh, yes, he is. He fights through the sack. Looking for first down yard. Oh, my goodness, he's done it again. Oh, that is pure Baker Mayfield. Absolute Baker at his best. He fought through them all.
This is Baker Mayfield, the original OG from Oklahoma when they started with all those quarterbacks. And when I said someone needed to break a tackle, I didn't necessarily mean Baker needed to break 4 tackles.
No kidding.
But he just willed this Buccaneers team to a first down.
No hurry here. You're right. They've got all 3 timeouts. Mayfield on the move here, stepping up, trying to create. Still scanning the field. So he got the ball. And now finally throws it down to Otten. Otten banged out of bounds at the 31. That play took about 30 seconds to unfold.
Unbelievable.
That's just Baker being Baker.
There's that. Remember, that ball is a legal forward pass. What a play by Baker Mayfield.
If you're Carolina, you had them covered. You had them all locked down.
Backbreaking.
Somebody's just got to come up and make a play, but that's what you expect. 3 to 5 times a quarterback.
Millen gets an easy completion.
In Dolphins territory now, Mayfield able to stay on his feet. Looked as if he was going to be sacked. And then he finds his man Evans.
Mayfield goes by Petrie and gets the first down. Brought down from behind. And Mayfield's hurt. And then gets in the face of C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Pressure off the edge. Mayfield steps through. And he's tripped up with a first down by Gardner-Johnson.
Tucker in at running back. Mayfield, he's going to run it in for the touchdown. Buccaneers answer, and Mayfield chucks it into the crowd.
Now trying to avoid a 3 and out. 3rd and a half dozen. Mayfield taking off, got a lot of room to run, and Baker slides as he gets a much.
Where he goes right here.
36, Rams bring pressure. Mayfield trying to run for it again, and he gets there for the first down at the 40.
Reverberates through the entire roster, through the entire organization.
Mayfield looking, checking, surveying, has all day, nobody open, now he's going to run. Mayfield with a move, and Baker Mayfield down.
Back is White. Mayfield to the air, worse the block. Buying time into the end zone, caught! Touchdown! Touchdown! It's Shepard! Sterling Shepard!
Mayfield gonna keep it, he's in! Touchdown, Tampa! Mayfield, 2nd down. Buy more time, looking, floating on the far side. Oh! Beauty of a pass! And he's gonna go all the way! Bucky Irving, touchdown! They got a set.
9, Commanders bring 4. Mayfield going to climb it, run it, flag is down. Mayfield through 2 tackles with anger to the 45-yard line.
Mayfield, pressure comes. Able to get away. Mayfield on the run. First down and more. And a beeline to the sideline where he ducks out of bounds. He found Cade Otten and followed him for 21.
See if we can extend the time a little bit. Watching it down the field.
Mayfield going to take off. Can he get there? He will! Baker Mayfield with
Mayfield steps up. He's going to run it. Mayfield at the 5, trying to get in, and he does! Touchdown! Ball came out after Mayfield crossed the line, and what a run for Baker Mayfield, doing the Tommy DeVito in the Giants' end zone.
In the field and seeing which guy he wants to throw to. He's got all the options to the left.
And run out of the pocket. Gonna find the edge. He's got a first down, and he falls on that shoulder. Is there a flag?
And he's upset. Look at.
Oh no, he's fired up.
He's upset. He's happy. Baker Mayfield, he can feel the energy of the crowd, how they were upset about him getting a late hit, but what a run. We said, don't take the sack, so he gets out of it quickly.
Watch where he falls. It's on actually his throwing arm, throwing shoulder, and he gets up and gets the Cleveland fans to even love him a little bit more.
Fitzpatrick with a little bit of a late hit there, but shows you right there.
The ball. 4th and 1. They're going to throw it. Stafford in trouble. Trying to get there. He gets there.
6 in the secondary. 3rd and 3. Matt Ryan moves up. He needs the 28. He's got a first down. Look at the 37-year-old quarterback run with a block from Doolin.
Well, this is what happens when you're preparing for this game. If you're the Raiders, you're thinking, okay, Sam Ehlinger is the starting quarterback, then we got to be worried about the run. If it's Matt Ryan, he doesn't like to run. He likes to slide in the pocket.
Today, they ride in the same limo.
Different salary structure. Romo, spin, throw, end zone, caught! Terrence Williams!
Watch J.J. Watt. He's got a clear shot on Romo. And how about Romo sticking with the play?
Romo now tries the right side, looking for help. He's in trouble. And still on his feet and fires it. What a catch! It's Witten with the grab as Romo pulled some magic in the pocket. 12 yards on a first down.
The snap over the head of Romo, and now it's a foot race. Romo can't get on top of it. Finally does. Will try and make something happen. Tony Romo doing his thing. First down, Dallas. Unbelievable. You don't think they'll be showing this clip for years to come, do you? The legend just grew. It was a 4-yard run taking the scenic route.
Romo still on his feet. Touchdown! Wow, what a play by Romo.
Comments.
2nd down and goal. Play fake. Romo. Check it off. Extending the play. Throwing. Touchdown. Roy Williams in the back corner of the end zone. That is what Romo does so well, and never any better than he's done. The 26. Romo out of time, out of the pocket, throws it all the way back across the field, and it's caught by choice to the 44-yard line. The guy who idolized Brett Favre when growing up made a Favrean play.
This guy's a player.
Cowboys must get to the 30. Romo spins away from Clemens, fires downfield.
I cannot tell you how good this is by Tony Romo. And watch where this ball is thrown. Under duress.
We're under 5 minutes to go. Romo still on his feet. Lost it for Witten. Williams comes in behind him, and that is a catch. What a reception by Williams, who seemingly came out of nowhere.
He had one earlier, that of course a kickoff return, and there goes Romo escaping and extending the play and then throwing it into the end zone, and it will be caught by Terrence Williams for the touchdown.
What is that?
And now Romo dancing around and heaves it. Man is open. That was Williams with the catch.
35 yards. Prescott gonna go down. Well, no.
keeps his balance, throws, caught along the sideline of all things. Jalen Tolbert.
Prescott has to pull it down. Eyes downfield and throws back. Finds Pollard. Big play. Off he goes. Samuel to beat. First down at the 15.
Four-man rush. Dak escapes, fires into traffic, and that is caught by Hunter Lipke.
Now third down and 13. Blitz coming. Prescott able to get out of the end zone and now airs it out for Lamb. He's got it. He's gone. When he gets there, it's a touchdown, Cowboys. On top.
85% of the targets to Shakir completed. This is behind Cooper, who brought it in, pitched it back to Allen, who's going to go to the goal line and get in! No! Spectacular touchdown!
Oh my goodness! Come on, Mike. Give it to him. Come on. That didn't just happen. Come on. That'll get you through surgery.
Second and goal. Allen stepping up, pumping, running, scoring again!
Give up a lot of field position. Put it in Allen's hands. Ask him to make something happen. He scrambles. Nobody open. Backs up. Heaves. End zone. He threaded it through there for a touchdown to Shakir. Today, 2 touchdowns, no picks. He's pressured. He's got a ton of room. There goes Josh Allen through the snow into the end zone. Touchdown Bills. 40 yards. They will throw. Allen dances and runs, and Josh Allen looking for the knockout blow. High steps his way to it. Josh Allen put him on his back today.
Not have him activated today. Allen on 3rd and 3. Only a 3-man rush from the Bucks. Allen buys time. He's going to toss it downfield. Open man. Caught by Shavers. Touchdown Bills. That's old-fashioned. 3. Allen is going to keep it. Josh Allen inside the 5. They're going to push him in. Pay dirt. Touchdown Bills.
Allen keeps it himself. Allen to the right. Allen to the goal line. Lowers his shoulder. He's in. Touchdown, Josh Allen. He powered his way in. Cook in motion. Allen in the pocket. Allen will run it himself. He pumps. Got some daylight. Hurdles to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Josh steps up, and he's going to get the first down. Oh, and there he goes. No one's going to get him. Incredible. Breaks it for the touchdown. 52 yards.
Unbelievable. Josh Allen up with his legs and none bigger than this one right here. 52 yards, and he shows the extra burst. Unbelievable.
Fakes left, now taken off. Gonna run for it, he got it! And there he goes! Inside the 10, the 5! Oh, the play of the year in the NFL!
Happens in the field goal. Murray out of the pocket. 7 seconds. 6 seconds. Murray heaves it downfield. It is. Oh, it's caught! It is caught! DeAndre Hopkins! Miraculous! It's Murray magic!
He went over the top of Tre'Davious White. Jordan Poyer came in late. He's got Micah Hyde on his back and catches it and possesses it all.
Fake to counter again. Dobbs stepping up, stepping away, taking off with speed. Inside the 10, powering to the end zone. What a run!
2022, Petzing was his quarterback coach. Well, here comes Roseboom, shot out of the cannon. What a play by Murray. A magic trick.
No way.
Look at
He's
Murray.
gone. He's gone.
Unreal. Kyler Murray. Coming up on the 4-minute mark in the third quarter. Murray running that read option. Murray stutter stepping in. Touchdown. And they are putting it on.
Pistol formation here. It is Murray on the keep. It's Zyber. Uh-oh! Kyler Murray! Turn on the afterburners. He's gone! How's that for a start?
And the longest one, 11 yards. Cardinals in LA territory. Murray on the move. Look out, in space.
Kyler Murray, it's a sprint down the sidelines, and they won't catch him. 44 yards, that is always in the arsenal. He can do what very few guys at the quarterback position have ever been able to do that well.
Absolutely. What did Jesse Minter talk about? What did he tell you? What did Coach Harbaugh talk about?
Kick going for one really doesn't do anything for you.
Murray. Running out of time. On the move. Coming back this way. Dancing and looking and directing traffic, and look at the length of this play. Murray to the 10, to the 5, and he's going to convert it. That's unbelievable. That should not be humanly possible. But Kyler Murray did it.
Offensive line's not immune either.
Play action, pressure with Bernard coming off the edge. And now here's Swift on the other side. Nice pass floated for. They're down in 6. Williams, lot of room. Looking for the end zone. He is in. Touchdown.
Plays for the receivers. That's what he's going for.
Blitz here. Williams spins away. How did he do that? Caleb Williams now just going to take off and run. Oh my goodness, what a play.
That was absurd. They did the same thing on the previous play with Ward blitzing. He's got a free shot, and you got to just settle your feet a little bit. Caleb is so elusive in the pocket. That little 1-2 with his feet, spins out of it, and he's got the leg strength.
On second down, Williams looking. Stays on his feet. And picks up another Bears first down. To the Carolina 43.
Second down, a fake, a boot. Williams running. Caleb Williams into the end zone. Did he stay in bounds?
Pressure comes. Gets away from Van Ginkel. Still under pressure. Floats it down the sideline. And somehow Swift finds it. DeAndre Swift didn't locate it at first. And then it dropped in his lap at the 11. First down, Chicago.
Here's the thing that Brian Flores was worried about. When you've got it done defensively and you have an opportunity for a big negative play, and he creates something. Look at Andrew Van Ginkel. He is free right to Caleb Williams. Makes him miss. This throw is as good as the one earlier on the drive to Keenan Allen was. That one is outstanding.
Williams, pressure, throwing, corner, has a man, it is caught! Touchdown! Janae Walker! Unbelievable!
But still 2 for 8. Now he's pressured. Escapes, looks to take off. Got away from the tackle. Williams got a downfield block. There he goes.
motion. Williams drifting, sprinting for space, in all kinds of trouble, putting it up for grabs in the end zone. He got it for the touchdown!
Like that. That was as blind a throw, just knowing where your guy was, give him a chance, and there are probably only 2 or 3 quarterbacks in the NFL that could have made that throw with the fadeaway jumper all the way into the end zone.
And the Rams are looking for a push-off on Komet down here, as you saw.
Let's see if Drew Breezy can dial it up and get Kamara isolated again.
Kamara's out to the right. Breeze looking left. He's got room. Across the line of scrimmage. He goes into the end zone. Touchdown. Drew Brees.
That late in the play, no one's open. Great job by the Falcons. But you're going to see Benjamin Watson. He's going to come along this end line, and he's going to go out of bounds. Drew Brees sees the referee, potentially throws the hat. He doesn't have an eligible receiver. Drew Brees doesn't want to run the ball, but he does take plenty good care of.
Devin Neal is in at running back, the rookie from Kansas. 3rd and 12, pressure coming. And Shuck, he can run and throw and complete. Open up near the 40-yard line and moving across midfield. Jawan Johnson down to the 30 of Carolina. What a play by the rookie Tyler Shuck. Well, yards if you get nothing. Wharton has come back out on defense. Shuck will chuck it and throw. And it's Jawan Johnson down near the goal line and in for a Saints touchdown.
I was just talking about for Smith. It's 1st and 10. Here goes Shuck on the move. A gallop. He can see it being chased. He's in for the touchdown. What a run. 34 yards. And the Saints come up with a tremendous play and have the lead in the rain.
This is the same exact play, and what a tremendous job by Shuck. Same exact play they had on the opening drive. You're going to see this block. You're going to see the fake here. You're going to see the run come around the end. It's the same play that set up the first down inside the 5-yard line on the opening drive of the game. They come back to it a second time, and this time Shuck's able to take it to the house.
The new right tackle is Sherman. Shuck. Oh, here they come up the middle. He got away from one. He got away from Vea. Here he goes.
No way.
Touchdown!
They'll have one more timeout to use. The second quarter's been a teeter-totter, but both teams trying to break through still. Young steps up. He's got room. Bryce Young tucks it, runs. Bryce Young, touchdown!
Trevor Etienne in motion. Fake it to Dowdle. Young's got a shuffle. Steps up, throws. Wide open man is Dowdle. And he's going to take it to the end zone against his former team. Touchdown Carolina. And the Panthers lead. Young under pressure. Steps away. Fires. Scores. Touchdown. Another one for Tenaroa McMillan. And the Panthers regain the lead.
Young under center. He has time. Running out. Flushed out. Young towards the corner. He's there. Touchdown, Carolina.
Young, can he find anybody? Yes, he can. Touchdown, Xavier Legette. A patience. Bryce Young with a little.
Fake the handoff. Young out of the pocket, on the move. Young's going to run for it, and then some. Touchdown, Panthers! Monster day for Bryce Young. Here for Carolina. Fake the handoff. Young, he's going to run it himself and take it in. Touchdown, Panthers!
Defense.
Young stepping away, stepping up, being chased in the end zone, still on his feet, throws downfield, it's caught by Legette to the 33-yard line. Oh, a last breath of that play, Bryce Young for 31 yards. On 3rd down, pocket
pocket collapsing. Young, slippery, is able to get away. And Bryce Young picks up the first down. Great effort on the screen.
Where I'd go. Young. Light rush for Atlanta. Bryce Young steps and throws. He's got it to McMillan. Touchdown, Carolina.
See Lucetta, who went on injured reserve, as Young has room to run again. If he wants it, he'll keep. He gets a good block. There's a flag down around the 5 as he goes in for a touchdown. And Young has time. He can run it, and he's going to take off and go for the first down and for the touchdown. Bryce Young keeps. Young has time, and he can run, throws for the end zone. Field has it. It's a touchdown, Panthers. They've got the lead with 30 seconds to go. Before it's over. Young is trying to scramble out of it, and he cuts back. Flows. Touchdown. Panthers. Jatavian Sanders. But Bryce Young made it up.
It's a second down and 3. Jackson takes it himself. Look at him dart back and forth. Oh! He broke his ankles. Now he's got an entourage. And he's got a touchdown. He is Houdini. Justice Hill is the back. Likely in motion. He bobbles it. Scoops it in. Vacuums it home. Here comes Hubbard. Oh, he threw him away like a rag doll. And he throws in the end zone. Caught! Caught for a touchdown! Caught for a touchdown by Likely. Keeps it a 1 score.
2nd and 5. Ball batted up into the air and caught by Jackson. He caught his own pass. And they fake it to Henry. Lamar escapes for a moment and then a second time. Plants the feet and fires. Wide open. Zay Flowers with the wiggle. A second time. And finally.
3rd and 4. Steelers bring 4. Highsmith is there. Jackson got away. Now reloads and throws to Flowers downfield. He's got it for a touchdown.
Is the definition of a north-south runner, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
From the pocket. Cuts away from Chenal, who's trying to get after him for a second time, but the ball is thrown to the end zone, and it's caught. Flowers.
You try to bite off a little bit of the yardage if you're the Ravens to make the field goal try easier on Tucker. Jackson will do just that and get the first down. Still running.
Send him out to the right. Jackson backing up, backing away, under pressure, and down the sideline he goes. Lamar Jackson, can he stay in bounds all the way? He stopped inside the 1. 4, 3 wide against 5 defensive backs, and he throws, he's up in the air as he throws it to Hollywood Brown. Touchdown.
And you'll really be able to shore up some of the details of the negative stuff and strengthen the positives.
3rd and 3, and this will probably end it. We got a flag. Hold on a minute. He's going to put a highlight together for us.
Without worrying about win and lose.
Jackson on 2nd and 10. Avoids the sack. Now Jackson looking to run, looking to throw, looking to connect. Andrews on the run, down the sideline. Andrews accelerates inside the red zone.
Buffalo bringing forward, leaving a spy on Jackson, who's in trouble. Gets away. Escaping. Got a lot of room. There he goes. First down, Lamar, much more. Across midfield. Remains the back. Jackson keeps left side. Got a great block from his tight end and takes it for the touchdown. Mark Andrews threw a great block, and Lamar Jackson and the Ravens have scored.
Jackson flushed out, extends, throws on the run, caught, touchdown. Justice Hill.
Drive 3rd and 3.
Right here. See how tight they are now?
Jackson can't find anyone. Looking to take off and run. Bounces away. Still serving. Still alive. Throwing end zone. Caught for the touchdown. Nelson Aguilar.
Patience as a passer. Years ago, KB, he would have been gone. He would have taken off at the first sign of trouble and turned into a runner. The entire time he's moving, he remains a passer. That's growth. That's the progress they're trying to see out of him. And this is about as good a running back as we've seen.
Jackson will keep this time. And look at the speed. Lamar Jackson is gone. Touchdown. Merry Christmas. 48 yards.
Ryans has been as a defensive play caller in the NFL. 2 years in San Francisco, his first in Houston. He's watching Lamar Jackson take it in. Touchdown Ravens. First down and goal. Jackson keeps. Jackson to the edge. Touchdown Ravens.
Point TV. And now Jackson will keep it. Left side again. Racing to the end zone. He is in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Ravens have it at the 10. Jackson takes it himself for the touchdown. Ravens get the turnover, and they instantly turn it into Justice Hill in the backfield. Jackson trying to escape and run for it, and he's got it and more. Lamar Jackson down the sideline. Will they give it to him? They will. Touchdown, Baltimore. And just like that, a 48-yard touchdown run by Jackson, potentially to tie the game.
I mean, it's lightning in a bottle. You can stop him, you can slow him, but watch right here. This is the line, the safety, Kevin Byard. He's the one that's going to come up and have to make the play, and you just can't simulate that speed. When he gets even with you.
Pressure coming again. Herbert in trouble. Herbert keeps it alive. Completes it to McConkey, who stops at a dime. There he goes. McConkey inside the 20. How did Herbert do it? 42 yards.
Andrew, you asked how he did it. Look at the strength of Herbert to shake off Phillips. And then you know what else did it? The lad did it. Look at that move inside, understanding, and what a great job downfield by Hassan Haskins to not clip or block in the back. Essentially, he screened off a defender to save a penalty. And now the Chargers so well within field goal range.
Jordan Davis on the sideline for Philadelphia. Pressure on Herbert. Steps through. Has a ton of room. First down, Chargers.
First and second down.
Here's a second down. Got away from Tillman. And caught! What a grab! Flag thrown! Johnston inside the 5. And he adds Surtain down 6. Herbert to the air. Pipkins the block at the right tackle. Got away from Allen. Herbert alive and the throw. Caught! Touchdown! Touchdown! Allen! What a play!
Herbert stops, launches deep. Jalen Guyton, he's got it! Touchdown Chargers! What a throw!
Well, there's pressure right off the outside edge out here, and that's the first thing. But I love how Slater just lets go of it, right? So he doesn't draw the holding call. And then to have that kind of arm talent, to be able to be...
Herbert throws, caught, touchdown, Darius Davis. And the Chargers take the lead on a 19-yard touchdown pass.
with ways to find matchups. And here's the motion right here. Watch the defense react late. Eventually, PJ Locke comes down, but this is all Justin Herbert. With that gimpy ankle, he gets hit by Zach Allen. I think he was thinking about throwing this ball away, and at the last minute, he locates his open receiver and makes this throw to Darius Davis.
Allowed him to escape.
Extra body coming for the Dallas. Pressure nearly got to Herbert. They could not contain him. And there he goes sprinting, getting a block, and down inside the Dallas 35.
3rd and 14. Herbert steps up. He's going to run it. And he's got room. He takes the hit and absorbs it. Justin Herbert.
Enforcing some air throws.
3rd and short. Blitz coming. Herbert senses, runs. Herbert first down. Still on his feet. Justin Herbert. Foot race. And he's up in and inside the 30.
Fix the problem.
Yeah, they are frustrated, no doubt, Melissa. 3 guys keep Hendrickson out of the backfield. Herbert throws end zone. Touchdown. Johnston. Woo!
Start for Justin Herbert.
2nd and 5. Will step up and take off in. A ton of room for Herbert. Throttles it down.
Herbert steps inside the 5. First down. Touchdown. Multiple injuries. Herbert, 2nd and 7. Pump fake. Stays on his feet. And picks up a Chargers first down.
In motion. Off the play fake. Herbert steps up. Avoids the pressure for a moment. Now he's going to run. Herbert has the first down in his sights, and he smashes his way forward for the first down.
Look at all the guys on defense flexing at him. They love it.
Of Los Angeles. They fake the shovel pass. Herbert rolls the pocket. Now heads toward the end zone. Slides in safely. Touchdown Chargers. 26-17. Oh, he didn't stay.
That's Burton next to the quarterback, Nix. 4th and 1.
Anarumo saying, get over the top of Sutton.
Burton the block. And Nix will throw it. It is caught. Touchdown. Touchdown. Mims caught the ball. Marvin Mims caught the ball. Touchdown, Denver. Outside the pocket, Nix has been terrific. Doubled. Was that ball moving? You can see it right there. Hilton was right there trying to dig it out. It's moving. Did it hit the ground? Did he have possession?
It hit the ground, though. That's the thing. The ball's moving. Hilton's trying to pull it out.
After review, the ruling on the field stands. Touchdown.
So he's kind of hamstrung sometimes.
Pressure's coming, and Nix escapes. But Dupree whiffed on him. Nix keeps the play alive. Now he's going to run. Nix has the first down into Chargers territory. Bo knows.
This is what the guy gives you here.
There he is. He gives you on a 3rd and 1. He sets up a 1st and goal.
He looked like Taysom Hill.
Yeah.
With that run.
And what's great is you can use the formation to go to the field, and then they're a man short back the other way.
Yeah, this is the stuff that a guy like him with his athleticism and the ability to get on the perimeter, he can give you that most guys can't. But again, the game will steadily slow down for him, especially just as it pertains to the drop back passing game. And look, they don't have a ton of playmakers out.
Nix wants it on the ground. Touchdown, Denver.
Gets it off in time. That's the game for the Saints. Headed with a lot of time. Buying even more time.
pressure. Got by Karlaftis. Throws and caught. Caught by Sutton.
Nix. Pressure comes, he runs. There's room to run. Look at the real estate for Bo Nix and out of bounds at the Houston 36.
Nix will take it himself on 1st and 10. Blocked by Bowles. Touchdown Denver. The Broncos have their first lead today.
Nix gonna run it, and he's gonna run it into the end zone. Touchdown. Went right through Hicks at the end.
Some big targets to the left. Nix looking that way, not open, trying to take off. Got it away for the touchdown for Sutton. His knee was almost down, but he kept it alive. Fire to Sutton. Denver has the lead.
This drive. Nix is rolling. Nix will throw, and it's caught for the touchdown by R.J. Harvey.
Nix, he's going to run it this time at the 5. Nix is in. Touchdown. And what an opening drive for the Broncos.
Oh, he gave Nix an option, and he's going to take it right to the corner for the touchdown.
That was an outstanding series right there by the rookie quarterback.
Pressure. Mahomes senses it. Steps away. Gets around Fred Warner. Oh, what a run. Now dances for goal. He's still in bounds. Patrick Mahomes racing to the end zone, and he's out of bounds. They mark him at the 4. How did he do that?
Awesome. Look at his eyes. And even that little pump fake, he probably pump fakes more than any quarterback in the league. And because they know he can throw that, Winters comes in a little high, out of control. Reminds me so much of the Tennessee championship game from a few years ago when he scrambled down the sideline.
To deal with it. 3rd and 5.
Kelsey's in man on the drag.
Here comes Von Miller. Oh, how did he pull that off? He got it to Hill, and they've got a first down.
Joe, are you kidding me? Wow. I mean, this guy is incredible. You know, there's many years ago they talked about Montana magic in Kansas City. Look at this guy. Von Miller on his heels. He throws it left-handed any way possible.
He puts it in his left hand and shot.
Rolling. Mahomes. He can keep it. He can get there. He's in for the touchdown.
So that's good news for them. Here's Mahomes looking around, pressure. He can run it if he wants. You know what he wants? Mahomes looking for the end zone. Touchdown.
Blitz. Mahomes jumps in the air and completes it. Look out! Afterburner time. Hardman to the end zone for the touchdown. My goodness, sir, there's some things to look back on this one. So free of the secondary.
I mean, watch this. Yep. I'm going to jump to buy a 1/10 of a second. And you know what that is? It's spatial awareness to say, if I jump here.
And now here's Mahomes in the red zone. Pump fakes. Mahomes looking for the end zone. Touchdown.
26.
Second and 10 as that Tennessee defense drops back. As Long who tried to make a diving tip, and Mahomes who tiptoes inside the 10. Still knocked out. Oh, what a run! Out of this world! Touchdown, Kansas City.
I tell you, from the second quarter of last week when they scored 7 straight possessions to what's happened right here in this game, down 10-0, this quarterback has played at a level you just don't see very often. Everything is almost, watch this. I'm like, okay, he's probably down. He's going to run out of that. So gives him a little shake. Oh, he's definitely. No, I'm going to keep going. Come back in. 3 more guys. No. Touchdown, Patrick Mahomes.
You're right, they had him, it looked like 2 or 3 times. takes him 86 yards in a minute and 40 seconds.
Well, you can't be calm in the pocket. Be poised. Have a big arm. Be able to slide and move. Great instincts. And then outrun for 30 yards around 3 people and take on everybody. Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, you can.
Rare.
If you are Mahomes.
Swift. Obviously, that's Jawan hearing it. Mahomes stepping up. Lots of room. Mahomes takes advantage and takes another hit, but delivers it to Jackson and the first down.
3rd and 6. Quinnen Williams tripped him up, but he's still going and heaving it down the field. Wide open is Worthy. Unbelievable play by Mahomes. Quinnen.
Rashard Smith is the back. Mahomes to the air. Second goal. Chase. Drive. Scores. Touchdown. Patrick Mahomes. It's a 12-yard.
We're down to 47 seconds left. Mahomes out of the pocket. Mahomes on the run. Takes a look around. Oh, Mahomes is still going. Slips away for a huge gain. Mahomes work
top of the mountain.
1st and goal. Mahomes still has it. To the 5 and in for the touchdown. And his worst pass of the night is on the spike attempt.
Purdy on the boots, got space, gonna take off, inside the 5, Purdy to the end zone! Touchdown, San Francisco! 2nd and goal, Purdy keeping, and he scores again! Had to go quick with the play clock running down, he did. It's a boot, Purdy pulling back, stepping forward, throwing on the run, touchdown! What a play, Purdy! Use check on the business end. You deserve to dance.
3rd and goal. Purdy, pressure, steps up. Oh, touchdown, San Francisco! It's McCaffrey!
An extra man out of the secondary here, and Purdy runs away from it. One-on-one to the pylon, a dive! He is in for the touchdown! No turf monster that time, just a touchdown for Brock Purdy.
Well, they usually tell players do not reach the ball for the pylon unless it's 4th down, but I guess if you're...
The fake. Purdy. Touchdown, San Francisco. What deception. 2-yard touchdown run. Brock Purdy.
He swinged out into the end zone, wasn't open. Purdy keeping it alive. Brock Purdy lofts one. It is Tonjits. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Now 2nd down and goal. Purdy fakes the throw into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers.
From the Falcons 10. Taylor inside the 5 to the end zone. Touchdown.
Vick on 2nd and 8, off the play fake, has some running room, inside the 30, inside the 20, Vick into the end zone, Falcons win in overtime, a 46-yard touchdown run, his 2nd touchdown run of the game, scored from 28 earlier, and he finishes with 173 yards rushing.
This started out to be a pass play, but it's Michael Vick with the remarkable scramble, the almost inhuman speed that sends the Vikings to another loss.
Is there any doubt as to who will be the most valuable player in the NFL this season?
On 3rd down, Lawrence rolling the pocket, just throws it up for grabs, and it's caught inside the 20-yard line. Parker Washington somehow got open.
Out of the end zone. In trouble. Spins around, gets out of there, and takes off for a first down. Look at Trevor Lawrence. That was huge. 18 yards. Again, they can't stop the...
Hopefully he'll be okay and be able to return. Extra man on the rush. Lawrence is able to float it. And Hunter makes the catch. Second and 8. Lawrence steps through. Wants to go. Touchdown Jaguars. Second pass interference call against the Chiefs tonight. It's first and goal with 30 seconds left. Now Lawrence goes down, has to get up, breaks a tackle, touchdown Jacksonville.
The center, I think, steps on his foot, or the guard. It's the right guard. That's what happens. Steps on his right foot as he's trying to come out, and it looked like he was dead in the rights. And here they all come. He looked like Earl Campbell getting out of there. But I remind you, this is not over.
I also remind you that a kickoff out of bounds put the ball at the 40 to start this drive. They got the call in the end zone on the pass interference on Chamari Connor. And then Trevor Lawrence is able to take it in after falling down, getting stepped on, in one of the more exciting one-yard touchdown runs you'll ever see.
No, there's no kidding about that.
Pocket one. Lawrence not aware. Just gets the snap off in time. On second down, he'll run it up the middle and in for the touchdown.
3rd and 3. Lawrence pressured. Lawrence breaks through. He'll run it. Touchdown Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence sneaks through, avoids the sack, and finds the end zone. That's his 8th rush.
10:24 to play in the fourth. Lawrence gets out of there and then lays it out perfectly for Tim Patrick. That was beautiful. First down.
Just incredible recognition by Trevor Lawrence, knowing there's a free hitter off the edge. He's going to spin out the backside, buy himself some time, and deliver a dart. Has to turn his whole body, get his hips around.
In the backfield. Lawrence under pressure, steps away. Lawrence up the sideline, gonna tuck it. Trying for the first down, lunging forward, he's got it. What an effort by Trevor Lawrence.
Travis Etienne lines up at the top of your screen. Lawrence instead looking left. Evades the initial sacker. Lawrence gonna run for it. Lawrence, end zone, touchdown.
13 to Neighbors, 7 before that. Here's a run again by Dart. First and 10, he'll take it in. His first career touchdown. And the Giants on top.
Dart, he can run. Can he ever? He can run all the way to the end zone. Touchdown. Interesting formation. Dart. Is he going to take off again? He might have to, but no. He finds an open man and hits him. Robinson stays in bounds. Robinson's going to go all the way for a touchdown.
With Singletary, Dart here. Singletary a block. That's a touchdown. Jackson Dart.
Well, Kevin, that's much needed, knowing that they're down what they are, and there's not much time left in this game. So as I said at the beginning of this drive,
3rd down, it is Dart, and Jackson darts in for the Giants touchdown. Got him down there with his arm, finishes the drive with his legs.
Combined, so clearly emphasized.
He's got it right here, and he's got another touchdown. Jackson Dart from 24 yards.
They've also got Bo Collins in there. And moving up, here comes Dart. He needs the 40, and he's got the first down. Submarines down to get 1,000 yards. Not the shortest among. There's a designed run. Here goes the quarterback for 6. Dart takes it in on a touchdown run of 12. And the Giants have gone on top. Fake to Singletary. Here comes Wilson. Here goes Dart. His second touchdown today on the ground.
3rd and 16. He wanted the screen and now flips it out to Bell.
Bellinger. Daniel Bellinger on the run. How about this one? Touchdown, Giants. The most unorthodox touchdown pass of the young career of Jackson Dart.
I mean, you've got an opportunity to get the quarterback down, and you miss out on that. You got to give him a little bit of a help there, Daniel Bellinger. But now that flip to him brought his eyes and his angle towards the opposite side of the field. Probably lucky to get away from that face mask right there, but you can see how that
finale. New CBS Wednesday. Breaking away is Drake May, and he turns it into a huge gain. Bills thought they had him. They did not. 17-yard scramble. The miss by Ogunjobi.
This is just Drake May turning into Superman and making a play. He is wrapped up in the backfield, shakes it off, and makes his way down the field for a huge play. We talked about it on the touchdown run. He doesn't necessarily use his legs as much as he could.
May will look to throw. He's given all day. Coverage downfield is tight. May is running out of time, keeps it alive, and runs for a first down. That's the other part of the game. Yeah, he's first.
Look out from behind. He feels the pressure. Hits the open man and Stiggs inside the 30. Another big gainer for a first down tackle there by Tony Adams. Pickup of 20.
taken off is May. Drake May to the end zone for the New England touchdown.
Side of the formation, 81 in blue. May, pressure coming by Judon. May steps up, looking to keep it. May, touchdown!
Forced out of the pocket, able to get rid of it. What a job by May.
To the quarterback, making a big-time play, and he does. Hollins does a great job in this route, stressing it vertically. But what Drake May did in the pocket to extend the play, reset, about to get hit by three guys, and fires it right there in the middle of
Miami 38. May, Robinson, boy, had his hands on him again. May puts his back into it towards the end zone, wide open. And they got it for the touchdown. It's Hooper.
Drake May for the game. Patting the ball. May scanning. Loads of time. He'll roll. He'll run. A sidestep. He's ready to throw. Nobody's open. Into the end zone. Touchdown. Oh my goodness. Stevenson. And May with an absolute jewel of an effort.
Pressure right at him. He gets rid of it, and it's caught. What a play to Diggs for the first down across the 40-yard line. Drake May, what a play. Wow.
You have to be kidding me. First of all, he's trying to get outside the pocket so he can throw it away. And then he just...
Vic Fangio in the secondary as well. He's been trying to just piece this defense together as best he can.
A blitz. Darnold is able to stay upright. Wow, what a play by Darnold. Wanted to go down, still going. Inside the 10 for the touchdown. There are no flags, and that is all Sam Darnold. 46 yards. What a play.
Move, Charbonnet in the backfield. Darnold, here comes Diaby, and downfield caught. Touchdown! Torrey Horton.
Offensive start so far for Stroud. Pressure coming from the edge. He gets away from Kyler Gordon. On the run, hit as he throws. Completes it to Collins at the 38-yard line.
Mixon, the running back. They fake it to Mixon. Stroud slips, but he's still able to complete it. Brevin Jordan picks up the first down. Wow. What a play by C.J. Stroud.
Quarterback when you turn one loose like that. Here is C.J. Stroud turned loose. I guess the knee's okay. And he delivers a hit.
And he's going to try to run it himself, and will. C.J. Stroud picks the right opening for the touchdown. Stroud steps up. He's going to run. First down. Stroud's got more. Stroud still going down the sideline. And Stroud looking for the pylon. Texans believe they got a touchdown. Woody.
One turnover last 4 games for the Chiefs. And he gets away from Tranquil, so Stroud flips it on the run. Nico Collins has it, taking off, getting a block. Collins inside the 20 and inside the 10. It'll be first and goal for the Texans as Nico Collins flips the field for 52 yards.
He's going to scramble here, and there's going to be no receivers over there. Some late guys trickle out, and then they're going to have to come all the way back. Look at this throw. All the way across the field, a throw you should never make, and yet when you're talking about trying to knock out the heavyweight champs in the Kansas City Chiefs, you got to try some of those. That was tremendous by C.J. Stroud.
Kelly calling the play in. 3rd and 16. Stroud trying to step up, get away, throws on the run, first down. 45-yard line. Nico Collins with the catch. Clock runs. Hard. 3rd and 17. Here they come again. Jones. Stroud got away and throws in the middle. Caught, spinning right at the line. Is it a first down for Higgins? Let's check this mark here. Got to get right to the 26. Where's he going to put it down? That's first down.
Down in 6. Stroud, he's got a lane to run. He throws. Collins, touchdown!
Running back, 3rd down and 4. Blocked by Tunsil on Ogba. Stroud, end zone, touchdown. Collins. And they cash in on the fumble by Tungo Vailoa. This season for Houston, 2nd and goal. Stroud. There's a block by the wide receiver Woods. Caught by Collins. Touchdown, Houston. His 2nd touchdown.
Davis Mills.
What a rush, Walker.
Steps up. He's going to run. Mills looking for the pylon. He's got the angle. Touchdown, Texans.
Loss of about a half yard on the play. 3rd down and goal. Tennessee in dire need of 6 and not 3. Mariota to the line of scrimmage, maybe across the line. It deflects back to him for a touchdown for the moment. But was he across the line of scrimmage? Play. I think Revis bats the ball right back to Mariota. It's a live ball. It's a
quarterback
touchdown.
is behind the line, and he was in shotgun, so therefore he's an eligible receiver. It is a touchdown.
Very close. Down in 7, and they're coming. Preslesley and Smith. Mariota out of it, and he can fly. Plenty for a first, plenty more to the 40. Mariota got his eyes on the end zone. Can he finish at the 30, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Mariota. 87-yard run for the rookie quarterback, and the Titans are back on top.
Holy cow. It's just rare to see a quarterback that fast running down the football field. I don't know what it looks like on TV, but it's impressive here in person. You're going to see here, start of the play, what really happens, they bring pressure, they get knocked out of their rushing lanes. Mariota does a good job stepping up, sees the lane to run, and it's a wrap from right here. The big play being from Kendall Wright, seeing the pursuit from the backside to stop Aaron Colvin right there. Great block. That ensures the touchdown. But, man, that's special. There are just not too many quarterbacks in the history of football that can do that.
And to allow them to finish.
Ward scrambling, throwing deep on the run, looking for Kinsey. Kinsey's got it!
Position today.
Pollard back there now. 2nd down, 8. They bring everybody. Here comes Tranquil. Here comes Hicks. And he's belted as he throws. And caught DK right in front of Fulton. Was he in? They say he was.
Ward throws deep, and it's caught inside the 10. Okonkwo, the tight end, hauled it in on the fly.
Seconds to play. Second quarter. Ward looking. Looping out of trouble. Trying to set up receivers. He's going to throw against his body to the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Spectacular. Io Manor.
In motion. Ward on the roll, in trouble, chased by Lawrence, able to get around him. Looking downfield, he'll throw over the middle, open. It's Restrepo at the 25.
Director Andy Goldberg, our entire crew. I'm Andrew Catalan. Cam Ward on 3rd down and 9, spinning away. Chase Young's there, Granderson's there. Ward gets away, throws, and it's caught. Cam Ward, a magician in the backfield.
Simmons is in. He's got a touchdown in his career. He was out there. Cam Ward on the scramble. Throwback Simmons. His second career touchdown. Oh, man, as a fullback, he was...
They're like, hey, big fella, you caused the fumble, so you know what? We're going to try to give you some love here. But this is a little bit unconventional.
What did you say earlier? You got to be friendly to the quarterback.
That's right.
On 2nd and 9. Ward all day to throw. Nobody open, and Ward throws as he's going down. He finds Okonkwo. Okonkwo fighting for extra yardage. Close. The fake. Ward on the keep. Weaving up the middle. Airborne to the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Some nice blocking right there. It's going to be one of those shovel passes, but as Okonkwo comes across in motion, you know, Cam Ward does a great job of seeing it kind of a little bit cluttered up and just kind of jumps in behind Okonkwo.
10 passing. Chase Young coming off the edge. Ward escapes. Ward in trouble. Ward throws. Spears caught it. Tajay Spears, first down.
Gotten hit throughout the rest of the game, and it's hurting more now.
Comes down to one last play, and it's going to be getting longer by the second. You're all the way back at the 30-yard line. Now you can step into it. Here comes the Hail Mary with the game on the line, and the ball is caught! Caught! It's a miracle! It's Noah Brown! Oh, my goodness! This town is going crazy. It's a madhouse in Landover, Maryland. He did it. Oh, this one will be paid back over and over again for decades. The ball tipped by Stevenson. Noah Brown just standing back there all alone. Plucks it out of the air for the victory.
I know this sounds crazy, but there's a method to the madness here. Everyone usually goes and jumps to the ball. You always put one guy behind and try and put one in front and have 2 or 3 go jump for it. And Daniels extending this play, and the time allowed everyone to get down there in position to go toward the ball and be in their spot. And what a game, Jim.
There are no words.
With another 3rd down conversion, 3rd and 3. It is Daniels off the left side with room inside the 10 to the end zone, touchdown. 17 yards, Jaden Daniels with the day's first touchdown.
Well, we talked the entire half. At some point, this Kingsbury-led offense.
Quick snap, flags in the secondary. Daniels has an open man, blown coverage. Zacchaeus, touchdown, tie game. What are the flags for? They're scattered all over the field. Whatever the call is, it was obvious.
Defense.
2nd and goal. Daniels keeps it, looking to run at the 5. Nice moves, Daniels with a touchdown. Jaden Daniels with his 6th rushing score of the year. And the command.
The city's feeling it as well.
And number 5 is a big reason why. It's Daniels on first down. Huge gain for Daniels. Chunks of yards for Daniels. A double dose.
Go over the script, understand what we're running.
Daniels escapes. Third down and 1. He will dive.
Surtain, the defensive player of the year over there with him. They're going to decide to run here. They don't have a timeout. Mariota tries to get to the sideline, and he does. Whoa, 12 seconds left. They got the first down. That was so dangerous.
Well, the other part of this, if Mariota does not finish going forward and he's going backwards there, if he doesn't do that.
Mariota tosses, touchdown! Snagged by Ertz. Commanders pouring it on.
Man, he was an awesome linebacker.
Mariota on third down and 9. Picks up the first and still going. Marcus Mariota inside the 20. And finally,
Thielen in motion. McCarthy keeps. He's got it. And forces his way into the end zone. Touchdown. McCarthy in trouble again. Looking. Thinking about running. Going to try for it. McCarthy in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Second rushing touchdown of the year, and he's got the little gritty.
McCarthy, the keeper, the walk-in. Little gritty on his way to the end zone.
That's a little nasty right there.
Touchdown, Viking.
Warren, the running back. Warren, they fake it to him. Rodgers still has it. He's going to take off running for the touchdown. Aaron Rodgers.
And he's been outstanding since the first quarter. Vikings led 9-0. Washington scored 24 unanswered points. Tough game here, and here is RG3. He's going to run for the first down, and still on his feet. RG3 is going to outrace everybody. Horvath adds the extra point. 76-yard touchdown run by RG3.
I mean, are you kidding me? What a call, first of all, by Kyle Shanahan. That's a design run. That's a design quarterback draw. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, that's world-class speed by Robert Griffin III. Speed this NFL has never seen. And there's a world-class block by Josh Morgan. What a play by Robert Griffin III. All-out speed, coming off a concussion last week, but playing tremendously and leading the Washington Redskins today. He's even put a little high step out there.
And just looking over.
Miles White in motion. Tolzien.
Looking to move for Tolzien. Touchdown. Rodgers spins out. A ton of room in front of him. A move and a touchdown. Touched all afternoon. He's got a free rusher, and Griffin is unblocked. There was a bust up front, or Rodgers just didn't anticipate it, but they had a free rusher with Griffin, and then again he shows what he's able to do, and I think it's.
Rodgers snaps it quick. Pressure coming. Scrambles to his right. Pumps and runs. Aaron Rodgers is inside the pylon. Touchdown Packers. It's Rodgers running for the score.
Right on cue, Joe. He had some choice words there for the crowd. He's feeling it. This pump fake is why he scores. He gets Ogletree. You see him just freeze his feet. Now he just wins the race. Takes a little bit of a hit there at the end, but he's clearly in.
Blitz. Rodgers gets out. Floats it. Cobb! Touchdown! Randall Cobb! His second of the game. Joe, the defensive backs sit at the markers for the first down. They're not anticipating that the Packers are going to try to go.
On second down and 8, Rodgers steps up and takes off. And he will bring it all the way into the end zone for a Packers touchdown, and then took a late hit after he scored.
Again, I love the response by the Green Bay Packer team. You have to defend your quarterback in situations like this. I felt that Aaron Rodgers was going to make it in clean. We'll see where the hit is. It's close to the goal line. Now remember, we already lost Taylor Lewan in a similar situation. There's the hit right there. He is well inside. Parrish Cox with the hit. Devontae Adams.
Can the receivers get far enough down the field?
Rodgers in trouble.
It's going to get there.
He turned 32 yesterday. Does he have a vintage moment in him? In the end zone, it is caught for the win. Richard Rodgers with a walk-off touchdown.
Man rush, that's the first mistake, but make him stand there. He couldn't have reached it, but look at the running start. He looked across the field, saw the line of scrimmage, the chain markers, then throws it up, and boy, nobody in front of Rodgers. Rodgers, terrific night.
Rodgers to Rodgers. Two guys from Cal connect.
Giants looking for a stop. They're going to air it out. Rodgers does this better than anybody. End zone, Cobb, touchdown! Unbelievable! The Giants secondary as the safety players, you've got to get deeper than the deepest guys. Leon Hall, he throttles at the goal line, and then Cobb is able to get in behind everybody. Eli Apple back there as well. Landon Collins. It's inexplicable as to how you allow any offensive players in front of you in a Hail Mary type situation.
Offensive interference.
And getting those 2 first downs by half a length. End of the game here if they don't get 20 yards. Here goes Rodgers again, all the way downfield, and it's going to be caught by Janis at the 35-yard line. How in the world against that defense do you get a guy free? It's all about 5 seconds.
They're going to bring pressure.
Well, they did the last time, too, which I thought was pretty smart. They got Rodgers backpedaling. He resets Starks. They are going to bring pressure again. Rodgers is going to roll away, throws it up in the air, says a prayer, and Janis doesn't stop it. Oh, please!
What a catch!
That's insane.
the great throws ever made. Moving to his left, falling away, and launching a perfect throw.
That's insane. Now go back. Of course, we have to watch this again. Did he have control? They look at it. It's a scoring play. Is it a catch? Ball is bouncing around on his chest. That was Peterson behind him. Johnson comes in. Johnson got his hand on the ball.
And then once he was in the end zone, then there was a late punch out there. I think he had control for a moment. And then it was Rashad Johnson. Is there control right there? And now Rashad Johnson comes in and punches it out. That's the way I would see that. Look at this throw.
Unbelievable.
Completely falling away, pressure in his face, and he launches. This is insane.
Yeah, Janice got permission. There's a lot of discussion going on in New York right now. Back with the result. I can't believe this thing.